Okay, good morning. Let's try this one more time. Eventually, I'm going to have to learn this, right? It can't just always be like this. Anyway, I'm Michelle Flood with eXp Realty and Live Life Whimsically, and I just wanted to real quick um, read this article to you from the Associated Press. First, I'm going to delete something, and I'm going to check my stuff real quick. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me, and I just want to make sure that we go over a couple of things real quick. Okay. Oh, yeah, good. It works. Oh, wait a minute. Just make sure one more time because it seems like it cuts off and I don't know why. Anyway, if you're here and you're watching the video, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate if you would like and share the video, give it a thumbs up. Let's see. I know Belora and I, yes. And then it just cuts off. Let's just see. Oh no, because I stopped talking. What a dummy. All right. Ha. Okay. So anyway, there's this story, and I'm sharing it in the screen with you guys of the Associated Press and this homeowners association that actually ripped off their people to the tune of $2 million. There were people that were sitting on the homeowners association board that did, and this happened over several years. Before we get started, though, I just wanted to let you guys know that I know I was supposed to go live yesterday, and me and Bellora, but we never got around to it because I just got back from my trip and I just didn't feel like even doing anything. And truth be told, I totally forgot that it was Wednesday till it was like an hour before, and I was watching Handmaid's Tale because I haven't seen any of the episodes. I'm through two. I'm going to watch a couple more when I'm done here now. But I didn't plan anything. So Friday we're just going to do happy hour. If you guys would like to join us, we'll put you on with us if you'd like to have conversations and alcohol because that's what I like to do. Having a sleepover at Belora's, so it should be fun. Anyway, and I also might come back on later today because I got other thoughts of things I wanted to talk about. But let's get into this story. And I put it in the description box, the link. This is super important stuff, guys. So if you're buying or selling real estate, particularly in condos, when these kinds of things happen, it affects the bottom line of the reserves that people pay for in their homeowners association. So if you, whether you're in a condo or you live in a community and they cut your grass, the common areas, or your grass, or you pay for association fees that take your trash away, or security, or water bills, or whatever it is, if your association goes insolvent because people are ripping you off, people that are supposed to be part of your board, that will increase the cost to you. So of your own association fees. So this is super important. It's super important to check the reserves to make sure that everything is above board. I had a condo just recently that I sold that we had to increase the cost of liability insurance for just this kind of a thing to happen to make sure that the residents of the association were protected from the association. So anyway, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I am going to just get right into it. So this is from the Associated Press. Prosecutors, HOA board members stole millions from residents. I wanted to do a live reaction to it with you guys, but I already did that. Nobody could hear me. But anyway, Miami, the AP. Several current and former board members on one of Florida's largest homeowners associations have been charged with stealing more than $2 million of residents' money. Miami-Dade State Attorney Catherine Fernandez Rundle announced a mix of theft, fraud, and money laundering charges on Tuesday against current President Monica Isabel Gilardi, 52, board member Miriam Arango Rogers, 76, former board member Yolides Lopez Garcia, 47, former President Margli Gallego, and 41, and Jose Antonio Gonzalez, 45, who is Gallego's husband and accused of running two companies that were paid at least $1.26 million in HOA funds. And we're going to get into how that happened here in just a second in the article. This case is not closed, Fernandez Rundle said during a news conference. These are not the end of the criminal arrests. So there's more people in this association that are in trouble and on this board. Gallego had been the Hammocks Community Association's president until she was arrested in April 2021 on theft charges. That arrest was part of a long-running probe that also led to the new charges. The HOA oversees 40 communities and over 6,500 units in West Kendall, located southwest of Miami. A significant part of the investigation centered around board members writing checks, in some cases for hundreds of thousands of dollars, to vendors for services that weren't actually being provided, prosecutors said. Then the vendors would return laundered money after keeping a portion for themselves. So that happened to me in an association that I lived in. We had a gate. It was a small association, so it probably wasn't much money laundering going on, but who the heck knows? The gate would constantly be broken, and the association would have to hire somebody to come out and fix it. It was always the same person, and we actually had a board meeting where I said, why do we keep hiring the same person that can't seem to keep the gate running? And then came to find out that the person that was repairing the gate was also dating one of the property management people who was the one that, that helped the association figure out who was going to fix the gate. So it was this vicious, incestuous circle. Residents have been fighting for years to get rid of Gallego and the board members who support her, the Miami Herald reported. Residents tried to oust the board in a January election when hundreds of voters standing in line were not allowed to vote because of a fake phoned-in bomb threat, and again during a July recall election when the board threw out 2/3 of the ballots cast. The association has been operating on an annual budget of about $3.7 million until this spring, when the board adopted a budget of more than $10 million, according to court documents. The new budget means residents face monthly maintenance and service fees increases of up to 400% because, somebody's got to pay for that. The increase has prompted a lawsuit, which is pending. Also, if they're ripping you off and they're increasing your funds or your fees for your association, that affects the bottom line in as much as some people can't afford that anymore. And then when the units start to become vacant, maybe they go insolvent, maybe the person goes bankrupt and just walks out and leaves the unit or sells it, and now nobody else can buy in there because the association is insolvent. And unless they get a mortgage or pay cash for the property, no one's going to give them a mortgage if the association is insolvent or they're upside down. So all of this affects the value of the property and why it's really important to stay on top of what's happening in your association. Or in my opinion, as a real estate agent, don't buy in a fucking association. I wouldn't live in one. I did it once. It was enough for me. Fernandez Rundle pointed out during the news conference that HOAs in Florida fall under the jurisdiction of the Department of Business and Professional Regulation, but state laws give the department little enforcement power. So they pretty much are, the Wild West out there, those associations. And they really are. If you've ever watched them just go around with their clipboards and come at people for ridiculous things like hedges are too tall, or you've got the wrong plants in your beds, or you didn't ask before you tried to paint your house, or whatever it is, they can just do whatever they want, and they can force you to take all that stuff out. They can fine you. They can come in and fix it themselves and then charge you exorbitant amounts to repair the things to their specifications. When you move into a place that has an association, it's really important that you get a copy of those documents and you read them and you understand them. If it was me, but I'm never going to do that again, I would actually have an attorney read those documents and tell me what I was signing up for. An attorney listed for Gallego's 2021 case didn't immediately respond to an email seeking comment from the Associated Press. Court and jail records didn't immediately list attorneys for Gallego's husband or the other board members. So like I said, I put the description, or I put the link so you guys could go in and see, read the article yourself, share it with your friends. Again, we're going to Oh gosh, okay, that's stupid, these people. I'm gonna delete these comments. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Share the video, like it, and remember that we'll be here in on Friday for happy hour. Thanks. Bye.